There is now a more efficient way to add equipment procedures to equipment. To do this, click on the Add Equipment Procedure button inside of the equipment inventory record of a piece of equipment that is either new or being edited. Upon clicking the Add Equipment Procedure button, a dialog box will open up and it will ask you to select your procedure type. Procedures are now categorized into 4 types of procedures: calibration, standardization, check, and maintenance, which are all outlined in AASHTO R18. Select your procedure type, and then you'll have one of 2 options to move forward to either create a new procedure from scratch or copy from an existing procedure in the database. I'm going to start by copying an existing calibration procedure from the database. So I select the radio button. A drop-down menu opens up with a list of all the available procedures to choose from. And as I scroll down, you can see that there's several procedures in here. Or you can search for the procedure that you would like to add. Once you have selected the procedure that you wish to use, you can click the button to enter procedure details. In here, we'll show you all the details for that particular procedure: what type, procedure ID, the name of the procedure. You can change these for what you need for your particular procedure. The procedure type, which we had already selected, if you need to change that to a standardization or a check, you can do that as well. You'll also want to set the frequency. If you're choosing an existing procedure, that frequency will be the same as the existing procedure. You can always change that, modify it to what you need for your lab. And then you can also add any reference standards that are available for that particular procedure. You can also upload an in-house procedure. This can be a PDF document, a Word document, an Excel spreadsheet, and those would be used either in place of or in conjunction with this procedure form as well. Once you have entered in all that information, you can then save and create an equipment procedure form, which will take you to the application procedure form. Once you're in here, then you can start to add your own elements to create your own procedure in the most specific way that you need to. So for instance, I can add checkbox, inline text, a WYSIWYG box, which is similar to a comment box, a title line, an empty line, which is a dividing line, or if you have your piece of equipment calibrated by an outside testing agency, you can add this one element here, and every time that you go to complete that procedure, that information can be typed into the procedure, and it'll actually appear throughout the application in the quality manual and on your completed test documents. These elements on the right-hand side can also be moved around to a specific spot or order that you would want for your procedure. At any time, you can also see a full form preview of this procedure. This will take you to a different tab or a different page, and it'll show you what the procedure would look like if you were to complete the procedure. Once you're done with the application procedure form, you can hit Save Form Template, and now your procedure will be added to your piece of equipment. You can see here under Equipment Procedures that I now have my digital calipers set for a calibration, and my next procedure date, it will automatically default to today's date, but you can set this for any day in advance, and once this date is set, the application will then notify you when your next calibration procedure is due for this piece of equipment. Next, I'm going to show creating a new procedure from scratch. So this time, I'm actually going to add a maintenance procedure. And from here, instead of clicking on copy from existing procedures, I'm going to click on create new procedure. And instead of a drop-down appearing, I'm just going to click directly onto the enter equipment procedure details. From here, I'm going to put in my procedure name as well as my ID, the type, and any description. This is also where I would set my frequency and any reference standards that may be applicable. I can also upload, like I said before, an in-house procedure, a PDF, Word, or Excel spreadsheet. Once I'm done with this information or the details, I can then hit save and complete, and it'll actually take me to the application form creation page. From here, I can add checkboxes, inline text, just like we did with the copying from existing procedure. Once that's done, I can hit Save Form Template, and now my maintenance procedure has been added to this piece of equipment. Again, I set my date for some time in the future, and the application will know when to notify me of that next maintenance due date.